New Orleans, 1918, the birthplace of jazz. A city where the air is thick with the sounds of trumpets, saxophones, and the rhythmic beats of drums. The streets are alive with music, a testament to the city's rich cultural heritage. A melting pot of cultures. People from all walks of life, from different corners of the world, come together to create a vibrant tapestry of traditions, languages, and cuisines. The city is a living, breathing celebration of diversity. But beneath the lively surface, a sinister presence lurks. The hunting ground for a shadowy figure known only as the Axeman, a name that would soon become synonymous with fear and death. He emerged from the fog and darkness, leaving a trail of terror in his wake. His movements were swift and silent, like a ghost slipping through the night. The city, once filled with laughter and music, now echoed with the whispers of his name. His weapon of choice, an axe wielded with chilling brutality. The mere sight of it sent shivers down the spines of the city's residents. It was a tool of everyday life, transformed into an instrument of horror. His victims, seemingly chosen at random, their lives brutally cut short. Each attack was a grim reminder of the Axeman's presence, a stark contrast to the city's usual vibrancy. The randomness of his attacks left everyone on edge, wondering if they would be next. The city, known for its vibrant music scene and carefree spirit, was gripped by fear. Jazz clubs that once overflowed with joy and music now found themselves overshadowed by an air of unease. The melodies that defined New Orleans were now tinged with a sense of foreboding. Whispers of the Axeman replaced the joyful tunes spilling out of clubs. Conversations were hushed and eyes darted nervously around. The once lively streets were now filled with anxious glances and hurried steps. The city's soul, usually brimming with life, grew heavy with dread. The vibrant energy that once defined New Orleans was now overshadowed by a palpable sense of fear. The streets, once bustling with activity, were now eerily quiet. No one knew who would be next. The uncertainty gnawed at the city's residents, turning every shadow into a potential threat. The Axeman's reign of terror had cast a long, dark shadow over the cradle of jazz. New Orleans was a city of contrasts. Its vibrant energy was often veiled in a cloak of mystery. Fog rolled in from the Mississippi, blanketing the streets in an eerie mist. Gaslights flickered, casting long, dancing shadows. Dark alleyways whispered secrets the river couldn't tell. The intoxicating melodies of jazz provided a stark contrast to the city's underbelly. Inside smoky clubs, music played on, a desperate attempt to maintain normalcy. But even the joyous notes couldn't fully drown out the fear that clung to the air like the humid night air. The Axeman's reign of terror was made even more unsettling by his cryptic communications. He taunted the city with letters, each one a chilling glimpse into his twisted mind. Sent to local newspapers, the letters were often signed the Axeman. His words dripped with arrogance and a strange, almost theatrical sense of self-importance. He claimed to be a demon, a creature of darkness beyond the reach of mortal law. The letters sowed fear and confusion, deepening the city's nightmare. One particular detail in the Axeman's letters sent chills down the spines of New Orleans residents. He claimed a peculiar fondness for jazz music. In a twisted twist, he declared that any home playing jazz on a specific night would be spared his wrath. This chilling ultimatum transformed the city's beloved music into a macabre lifeline. Families who had never considered jazz before now found themselves desperately seeking out musicians. The sound of jazz, once a symbol of joy and freedom, became intertwined with terror and survival. Despite the fear he instilled, the Axeman vanished as suddenly as he had appeared. His last known attack occurred in October 1919. After that, silence. The letters ceased. The axe lay dormant. Theories about his identity ran rampant. Some whispered he was a disgruntled spirit, others a jealous musician. Police investigated numerous suspects, but no conclusive evidence ever surfaced. The Axeman, it seemed, had melted back into the shadows. speculation, and shadows. Over the years, numerous theories have attempted to solve the mystery of the Axeman's identity. Theories range from the plausible to the outlandish, each adding a layer of intrigue to the already enigmatic figure. Some believe he was a deranged individual acting alone, driven by a personal vendetta or a twisted sense of justice. Others speculate that he might have been part of a larger, more sinister organization, using the murders as a cover for other criminal activities. Some point to a man named Joseph Mumfre, a petty criminal who was killed by the wife of one of his supposed victims. This theory gained traction due to the dramatic nature of Mumfre's death and the circumstantial evidence linking him to the Axeman's crimes. However, skeptics argue that the evidence is too thin and that Mumfre's criminal record does not match the brutality and cunning of the Axeman. Others believe the Axeman was a serial killer who simply moved on to another city, his crimes lost to history. This theory suggests that the Axeman's reign of terror in New Orleans was just one chapter in a longer, more horrifying story. The idea that he could have continued his killing spree elsewhere undetected and unpunished adds a chilling dimension to his legend. The lack of a definitive answer only fuels the legend. Each new piece of evidence, each new theory, only deepens the mystery. The Axeman story has become a part of New Orleans' rich tapestry of folklore, a ghostly figure that haunts the city's history. The unanswered questions and the eerie coincidences keep the story alive, inviting endless speculation and debate. The Axeman's story remains a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface. Even in a city as vibrant as New Orleans, it serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that evil can exist in the most unexpected places. The legend of the Axeman continues to captivate and terrify, a testament to the enduring power of mystery and the human fascination with the unknown. Jazz and juxtaposition. The Axeman's bizarre fascination with jazz left an indelible mark on the city's musical landscape. The music he claimed to love became forever linked to a time of fear and uncertainty. The carefree spirit of jazz now carried a haunting undertone, a reminder of the darkness that had gripped the city. Despite this unsettling connection, jazz continued to thrive in New Orleans. The music, born from struggle and resilience, became a symbol of the city's ability to overcome adversity. It remained a beacon of hope, even in the face of fear. The Axeman's legacy of fear. The Axeman's reign of terror may have been short-lived, but his impact on New Orleans was profound and lasting. He left behind a legacy of fear that lingered long after his final attack. Stories of his exploits were passed down through generations, becoming ingrained in the city's folklore. Even today, the Axeman's story continues to fascinate and horrify. He remains a shadowy figure, a reminder of the vulnerability we all share. An enduring enigma. The Axeman of New Orleans remains an unsolved mystery, a chilling tale whispered on foggy nights. In the early 20th century, the city was gripped by fear as a series of brutal murders unfolded. The Axeman, as he came to be known, would break into homes and attack his victims with an axe, leaving a trail of blood and terror in his wake. Despite numerous investigations and countless theories, his true identity was never uncovered. His true identity, his motives, and his sudden disappearance remain elusive, lost to the passage of time. Some believed he was a deranged madman, while others thought he might have been a supernatural entity. Theories ranged from the plausible to the fantastical, but none could definitively explain the Axeman's reign of terror. The newspapers of the time were filled with sensational headlines and frantic updates, but the fear in the hearts of New Orleans residents was all too real. But his story, much like the haunting melodies of jazz, continues to resonate, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the shadows. The Axeman even sent a letter to the local newspaper, claiming he would spare anyone playing jazz music on a particular night. This bizarre demand only added to the legend, intertwining the city's rich musical heritage with its darkest chapter. Jazz, with its soulful and sometimes eerie tunes, became a symbol of both defiance and fear. The Axeman's story serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that even in the most vibrant of cities, darkness can lurk around every corner. New Orleans, with its lively streets and vibrant culture, was forever changed by the Axeman's shadow. The fear he instilled lingered long after his last attack, a ghostly presence in the city's collective memory. The bustling streets of the French Quarter, once filled with carefree revelers, now held an undercurrent of unease. And sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones we never truly see. The Axeman of New Orleans remains an enduring enigma, a dark figure who vanished as mysteriously as he appeared. His legacy is a haunting reminder of the unknown dangers that can lurk in the most unexpected places. As the fog rolls in and the streets grow quiet, the whispers of his tale continue to send shivers down the spines of those who dare to remember. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. Until next time.